Hello, today I'm going to unbox Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, air-blown inflatable from Gemmy. I'm also going to attach him to a small custom base for a number of reasons I'll mention in a moment. Let's get him out of the box. Here's our festive Rudolph the Reindeer outside of his box. This is not usually the way anyone wants to find a deer. But anyway, this guy's a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to say right now, he's small. He's only 3.5 feet tall. However, he has crazy tethers. There's one on each side of him around his midsection. And there's one on each of his feet. Each of his feet also has a tiny little weighted bag of sand or something inside of it, but it really doesn't amount to much, especially in tough weather. So give me a second. I'm going to pull up the tiny little base that we've got for Rudolph to sit on. Okay, here's the base for Rudolph. All this is two 2x6s right there, as you can see underneath of it. And I've put 4 little eye hooks into each corner to hook his legs up. And I don't even bother tethering his mid-waist. It doesn't seem to be necessary when using this. The advantages to this are pretty obvious, I think, if you're someone used to bad weather and inflatables. I'll get to those in a second. I'm just going to set them up on his first. We're almost there. Not quite. I've inflated him, as you can see. He is sitting on his board. I just want to point out the reason I don't attach him first is just to make sure he lines up good with everything. Make sure all the ties are close to the eye hooks. And this is what I use, just some simple plastic pull ties. Loop them onto there and cut off the excess, obviously. And I'm going to do that now. So again, here's our boy Rudolph, all inflated, looking pretty good. He's on his base. There are the zip ties affixing the straps to the base. And obviously he's just sitting on my workbench at the moment. There's the fan and Rudolph's back right leg. There's also a little zipper at the bottom too, to make deflating him easier. Pretty easy anyways, because again, he's not very big. I'm just going to step back and show you here. He's 3.5 feet tall. We'll get a better look at him outside in a moment, but this is a wonderful thing. Despite these side straps, which I mentioned I don't seem to need to use with this configuration, at least I didn't last year, a bit of a unique problem to this guy with the 4 legs is it's tricky to spike it down, again, when the ground is frozen. It's hard to get them in, and if they pull out or the ropes break or whatever in the cold weather, then it's difficult to replant them a second and third and fourth time or whatever, and really these just won't come off of here. This is foolproof. And Rudolph gets a broken back, I guess you could say. The snow lands on him, it piles up on his back, and it crushes him. And sometimes you go out and clean him off and you realize he's so low to the ground he's getting buried because he's only 3.5 feet tall. Well, with this thing, you can just unplug him, pick him up, put him on top of the snowbank if necessary, and plug him back in, and he's good to go. Same thing, the plow's coming, has to get into your driveway, which is where we keep this guy. Or for whatever reason you need to move him off your lawn, real fast, real simple. Unplug it, pick it up, walk away. Really easy. So I'm going to take one more picture in a moment here. I'm just going to set him out in the driveway, and that'll be it. Here he is, fully inflated, blinking nose, showing lots of enthusiasm for Christmas. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and he's attached to an easily movable do-it-yourself base. Just going to say I hope this video was useful to someone, and before I leave you, I'm just going to take a quick step over here and show that somebody in this household was not paying attention when they were putting up their Christmas decorations this afternoon. that could be a whole other video unto itself. Anyways, have a nice night. Thanks for watching.